คันนี้เดี๋ยวต้องลองดูรายงานว่าใครจะได้ยินเสียงกันบ้างหรือเปล่า
ตอนนี้ใช้ไมโครโฟน
ใช่ครับตอนนี้ใช้ไมค์
ไม่ได้ใช้เครื่องขยายเสียง
ครับ
ตอนนี้ปิดเครื่องขยายเสียงไปแล้วทดลองอันนี้ไว้ใช้สำหรับวันธรรมดาเวลาไม่มีเครื่องขยายเสียงน่าจะดังนะอยู่ใกล้ขนาดนี้
ผมไปลองมาแล้วครับดังครับอาจารย์ขนาดนั้นนะครับแต่ถ้าใกล้มากมันจะแตกหน่อยแต่ขนาดนั้นกำลังดีครับอาจารย์ต้องดูที่ว่ารอว่าคนรายงานว่าเป็นยังไงบ้างครับอาจารย์เสียง
เดี๋ยวต้องฝากไอ้น้ำนี่ลงไปข้างล่างไม่รู้ไว้
ผมลงให้ก็ได้ครับอาจารย์
เดี๋ยว
เอาไปไว้
ไม่รู้มันต้องมีที่แช่เย็นเนี่ยไม่ต้องไปไว้ที่โรงครัวมั้งไปที่โรงครัวมันเขามีตู้เย็นอยู่ที่โรงครัว
ให้ตู้แช่ถวายพระพรุ่งนี้นะคะ
เขามีที่แช่เลย
ค่ะมี
อ๋อเสียงเขารายงานว่าเสียงดีครับอาจารย์
ใช้ได้ใช่ไหมชัดแล้ว
นะชัดเจนนะครับตอนนี้ใช้ไมค์เน็ตจีวอนอาจารย์อาจารย์ลองพูด
วันนี้เป็นวันที่เราทดสอบไมโครโฟนอยากจะทราบว่าเสียงเป็นยังไงบ้างได้ยินไหมชัดไหม
ชัดเลยครับอาจารย์
ชัดเจนดีแล้วอันนี้ชัดแล้วลองเทียบกับเสียงคุณต่อดูเลยคุณต่อพูดดูกับเสียงเราเนี่ยคุณต่อพูดดูเลย
อ๋อครับได้ยินไหมครับถ้าสมมติพูดฮัลโหลได้ยินไหมครับอ๋อได้ครับ
เท่ากัน
ถ้ากับคำถามตอบเข้าไปก็ถามได้ก็ได้ยิน
ถามตอบได้ใช้ได้แล้วโอเคเนี่ยวันธรรมดาก็ใช้สายอย่างเงี้ยดีแพงไหมไมโครโฟนนี่ไมโครโฟนนี่แพงไหม
ตัวนี้ครับ850 บาทลดแล้วเหลือประมาณ700 กว่าบาทครับคือใช้ส่วนลด
ดีมีประโยชน์มาก
เพราะว่าผมไปค้นหารีวิวดูใน Google ว่ารุ่นนี้ทุกคนบอกดีหมดแม้แต่เมืองนอกก็บอกว่าดีก็เลยสั่งเลย
แล้วสั่งทางเน็ตได้เลย
ทางเน็ตครับ2 วันมาแล้วครับ
แล้วของนี่อยู่ในเมืองไทยแล้วอยู่ที่
ของอยู่เมืองไทยครับอาจารย์ดีมากครับอย่าไปซื้อแบบรุ่นถูกๆไปก็ไม่ดีแต่ตัวนี้มันมีปรับได้เป็นสมาร์ทโฟนกับเป็นแคมเมรานะครับมันใช้ไฟมันมีแบตเตอรี่ข้างในด้วยครับอาจารย์
ต้องใช้แบตเตอรี่
แต่ว่าที่ใช้สมาร์ทโฟนเนี่ยมันเป็นออฟอยู่แสดงว่าไม่ได้ใช้แบตเตอรี่แต่ว่าถ้าใช้แคมเมราเนี่ยมันต้องใช้แบตเตอรี่แต่ตอนนี้ไม่ได้ใช้
แบตดีกว่าเพราะเดี๋ยวเกิดแบตหมดเสียงก็จะหาย
เสียงดัง
And you have question เดี๋ยวจะมีภาษาอังกฤษหรือเปล่าวันนี้ถามได้ตอนนี้ you can ask come on yeah you speak close to the phone there come sit close to the phone so the question can be heard and the answer can be heard yeah go ahead we're on live right now so they can go and look at the clip later on it will be posted on my fan page or I can share it to your page later on when I find out when I go check which clip it is then I can share it
yes for the English part
yeah
but Miss Long Paul because of the Wisdom Day can Long Paul give a bit of advice for the Wisdom message like how does it inspire us as a practitioner as a lay or as a full-timer what is the significance and how
it's a reminder of the miracle that we have come across, the miracle meeting of Buddha, which only happened once in a long time. And by having met the Buddha, it gives us a chance to be able to learn the truth of ourselves, learn the truth of our suffering, learn the truth of our endless rounds of rebirth, and learn the truth of our ability to be able to cut off this endless round of rebirth. So this is very significant, the day of the Lord Buddha, the day of his birth, his enlightenment, and his passing away. We should constantly remind ourselves that without him we will never be able to become enlightened, be able to stop this ceaseless, endless round of rebirth. So now we are fortunate, we are lucky to have come across his teaching. If we apply his teaching to our practice, we will sooner or later become enlightened and will be free from all form of suffering. So this is the significance of the day of Visakha Bhucha. For us to be thankful that we have come across the Buddha, have met his teaching. We might not have met him personally, but he said that his teaching is his representative. The Buddha said, if you see the Dhamma, you see me. And before he died, he said that my teaching will be your teacher after I die. So we have to go to the teaching, learn the Dhamma, then we will know what he tells us what to do. Then if we do what he tells us what to do, then we will become enlightened and then we will become free from suffering.
For the questions, is it possible to attain jhana without seeing nimitta?
Yes. Jhana is not nimitta, but in the process of going to jhana, you might have some nimitta. Some people might have, some people might not have. So some people, after they have attained jhana, they start to have nimittas. Some people don't. The point is not to become involved with nimittas, because the goal of samadhi is to keep your mind peaceful and calm. But if you become involved with nimittas, your mind will not be peaceful or calm, and you will not have the strength to resist your kilesa after you come out of samadhi. But if you have just plain samadhi without any nimitta, your mind remains peaceful and calm during the samadhi session. When you come out, you will have ubekkha. Ubekkha means your mind is free of love, hate, delusion, or fear. So when the mind sees anything, it will not be disturbed by what it sees when it comes out of samadhi, if it has ubekkha. But this ubekkha is only temporarily. After you come out for a while, it will gradually disappear. So you have to go back into samadhi again to regenerate this ubekkha. And you need ubekkha to use in the development of vipassana or wisdom. You want to have your mind be able to see the truth of all things, that everything is anicca, dukkha, anatta. Because if you see that everything is anicca, dukkha, anatta, you will have nothing to do with them. You will get rid of them, you will let go of them. Because you know if you are attached to them, it will make you unhappy, it will make you sad. Because they one day will have to leave you, separate from you.
The next question is, if someone attains first jhana, can he see ghosts?
Well, don't worry about it, just practice. The jhana that we want to get into is the fourth jhana. And the way to get to the fourth jhana is to focus your mind on one object only. Either your breathing, your breath, or a mantra like Bhutto, Bhutto. Just keep focusing on just that, on Bhutto, Bhutto, or on your breath. Don't worry which jhana you are in. Don't worry if you see anything or you don't see anything. If you have good feeling, or don't pay attention. Just keep focusing until your mind come to a sudden stop, like falling into a well, and then everything will be empty, blank, and your mind will be peaceful and happy. That's the destination of the samadhi practice. If you don't get to that point, keep on focusing on your mantra or on your breath.
The next question is, does a layperson who attains stream entry sotapanna still have desire to earn money or to love his partner or to be bothered by mundane worldly life?
He would not be bothered by mundane worldly life, such as aging, sickness, or death, or separation from their loved ones, because they see the truth of anicca, that everything rises and ceases. Everything doesn't belong to anybody. It belongs to this earth. They all come from the four elements. But the Sotapanna still hasn't got rid of his sexual desire. He still has this sexual desire, so he still wants to have a wife or a husband. That's because he hasn't yet developed a supa. That's the next step for the Sotapanna. After he has attained Sotapanna, the next step he has to do is to develop a supa, perception. Every time he sees a body, he should see all the 32 parts at the same time, not just the external part, but see everything. See the 32 parts, see the skull, see the skeletons, see the heart, lung, intestine, liver, kidneys, and blood, and everything that's contained in the body. So this is what the Sotapanna has to do. If he hasn't developed a supa, he will still have this sexual desire to have a wife or to have a husband. But he's not afraid of death, of sickness, because he understands that it belongs to the body. It doesn't belong to the mind. Doesn't belong to himself. He is in the mind. He's not in the body. So whatever happens to the body will not affect him. So he's not afraid of losing his body or losing his livelihood, his status, or his wealth, because he sees that it is anicca, it is anatta, it doesn't belong to him. And if he is attached to them, he will become unhappy. So he let go of his attachment to all these things.
So the next question is, can a Sotapanna disrobe if he were a monk?
Yes, because he still hasn't got rid of his sexual desire.
So the next question is, does Chitta stay eternal in Nibbana? Does Chitta stay eternal in Nibbana?
See, the word Nibbana means the state of the Chitta that is pure from defilements, pure, that the Chitta is pure, that it doesn't have any defilements such as lopa, tosa, or moha, or tanha, bhava tanha, kama tanha, vibhava tanha. That's Nibbana. That's the state of mind. It's the same thing. The mind and Nibbana is the same thing. See, your mind and the Buddha's mind is different because your mind still has kilesa. So your mind is not Nibbana. But the mind of the Buddha is Nibbana because it has no kilesa. Like your shirt that is washed, that is clean, and the shirt that is not washed, that is not clean. It's two separate. They are not the same. The shirt that is washed we call it a clean shirt. The shirt that is not washed we call it a dirty shirt. Okay. So the mind of the ordinary being like us is called dirty mind, while the mind of the Buddha is clean mind. And the clean mind is called Nibbana, that's all. That's the label we put on the clean mind. It's the mind that is Nibbana. It's just the name we call a clean mind, Nibbana.
So it relates to the next question, that is, when it says enlightenment or awakening, what one is awakened from?
Awakened from delusion. Delusion to think that everything is belong to you. Everything will make you happy. But in fact, everything that you have will make you sad, will make you unhappy, because they will one day disappear from you or separate from you. But you don't see this separation, see. So you think whatever you have will always make you happy. But one day when they disappear from you, then you become sad. For an enlightened person, he sees that everything that he has, he will have to lose it one day. So he decided not to become attached to anything, because he doesn't want to be unhappy. That's what an enlightened person, he sees anicca, he sees that everything rises and ceases. He sees anatta. He sees that everything doesn't belong to him. He sees that if he becomes attached to them, he will become sad when they leave him. So this is what enlightenment. And enlightenment has 4 levels: Sotapanna level, Sakidakami level, Anakami level, Arahant level. Because there are different levels of attachment. See, a Sotapanna got rid of his attachment to the body, to aging, sickness, and death. But he's still attached to the beauty of the body. He still has sexual desire. So he has to let go of that by contemplating on Asupa. So he can become enlightened to the true nature of the body. That it is not pretty or good looking. That it is ugly. That is repulsive. So this is the next 2 levels of enlightenment. To see the body as Asupa, not beautiful. The second level, called Sakidakami, lets you see partially the Asupa, not completely. But the third level will make you see completely the Asupa nature of the body. Completely, I mean at all times. Every time you see a body, you see it as Asupa right away. That's an Anakami level. Once you get to the third level, you have totally understood the nature of the body, and you have totally let go of the body. So you will not come back and reborn as a human anymore, because you see the human body as a Asupa, see it as anicca, that once it's born, it will get old, get sick, and die. So an Anakami will not come back to take a new body. He will be born in the Brahma level without the body. And the Brahma level is the level where the mind still has attachment to the good feelings of the Brahma level, the feeling that you get from peace. In the Brahma level, you find happiness from your peace of mind. See? But this is also anicca, dukkha, anatta, and you have to understand that it's temporary. You have to let go of your attachment to see that even the happiness that you have in the level of jhana is still impermanent. See? You must not be attached to it, because when you attach, you have desire, and this desire will brings you dukkha or suffering. So you have to get rid of all your desire, even for the Brahma level, the happiness of the Brahma level. You have to see the happiness of the Brahma level is also anicca, dukkha, anatta. Once you see this, you become fully enlightened. Then you don't have any attachment to any form of happiness, and then you will, by letting go of every form of happiness, you realize a new form of happiness. Happiness without having anything. Happiness from emptiness. Nibbanang palamang sunyang. That's the highest level of happiness.
But during that time when you still have the body, you still feel the pain in the body, even though you are enlightened.
When you're enlightened, you experience the pain, but you don't have any reaction to the pain. Your mind just will remain peaceful and calm as if there's no pain. Go on, keep on going. เดี๋ยวนะวันนี้มีถามตอบปัญหา
The next question is, in stillness, do we become happy?
Yes, this is samadhi, but it's temporary. After you come out of samadhi, then your happiness disappears, and then your desire will come up. And if you're not careful, then your desire will then make you to go look for some other form of happiness, like go and drink coffee, watch TV, and then this will make you become attached, addicted, and you will find it difficult to go into samadhi if you let your mind go look for this kind of happiness. So once you come out of samadhi, you must resist all your desire to go look for other form of happiness, and then try to bring your mind back into samadhi again as soon as possible.
The next question was on interest meditation. The next question is, when I meditated with my eyes open, my mind gets still or calm easier. So I look at an object and focus in it, and I'm able to stop thinking instantly, which I find it hard to do when I close my eyes. So what is the reasons for the different result with closed eyes and open eyes meditation?
Well, each individual might have different reaction to different way of practice. So if this method makes him peaceful, it's okay. But I think it's only partially peaceful. It hasn't yet gone into full jhana, in which everything disappears, even the body. See, in order for everything to disappear, you have to close your eyes. Because if you open your eyes, your mind still have contact with the external thing. So the mind cannot fully enter into full concentration. If you want full concentration, you have to close your eyes.
And the next similar question, I found it effective too, to calm my mind using musical sound to develop my vocal cord. It lures my mind away from thinking. I just spend a few seconds, be it on walking mode, sitting or lying on bed. Can Ajahn clarify what is the reason for this good result using this method?
Well, it takes your mind away from thinking about other things that cause your mind to become restless. But it's a brief or it's very shallow kind of stillness. You don't go deep enough, you know. And it also relies on music. Anytime you don't have music, then you won't be able to make your mind calm. So it's not a good method. There's a better method by not relying on anything, just relying on your own ability, on your own your mindfulness. So it's better to use mindfulness to make your mind become peaceful and calm. But when you start, you cannot do that. If you think you can use music or you listening to a Dhamma talk can help calm your mind, you can use that. But once your mind is calm, you should turn off the music, turn off the Dhamma talk, and then concentrate on your breath. Keep practice so that your mind can go in deeper.
Next question is, when someone passed away in Thailand, the Thailand people use Duang Vinyan to express condolences. Does it mean wishing the Chitta to have a happy burial?
Well, when people pass away, people have different reaction to a person who passed away. Sometimes they feel bad, so they want to ask forgiveness from the person who died. You know, so they go to the coffin and say, "I'm sorry for what I did." You know, but practically, I don't think the person in the coffin hears what you are saying. You know, so if you want to be sorry, do it before the person dies. Yeah. But after he dies or she dies, then forget about it. The only thing you can do for that person is to make merit and then share this merit for the departed ones. If that person is in a state in which he or she needs the merit, then he will be able to use that merit that you share. But he or she has more merit. If they have made a lot of merit, then they won't need this merit that we share for them. But we do it just in case if that person needs it. They can have the merit that we share for them. So it's customary for Thai Buddhists, every time we make merit, we will share this merit to the deceased, just in case. You know.
So the next question is, my mind can be calm every time I meditate, but I realize I always avoid meditation. I have a 1-year-old baby and I need to wait for her to sleep before I meditate. But I always delay it. I don't have virya. Why is this happening? Am I less in parami, or what influenced this laziness?
Well, generally the mind of ordinary people usually are more inclined toward the other kind of happiness, the happiness from the senses, from seeing, hearing, smelling and tasting. So it's not easy for people to meditate. In order to meditate, most of people will have to force themselves to do it. If you don't force yourself, if you just let yourself have the desire to do it, this is very seldom, unless you have developed a lot of this before in previous life. If you did a lot of meditation before in your previous life, then you might find it more easy. You'll find that you are more inclined to meditate than to watch TV, for instance. But if you're more inclined to watch TV or do other things than meditate, it means your mind is used to do like this before. It's like if you're used to use your right hand, you will keep using your right hand. You don't want to use your left hand. If you want to use your left hand, you have to force yourself to do it. See? It's the same way with looking for happiness, either inside or outside of the mind. See? Most people are used to looking for happiness outside of the mind, so they go through the senses. But for some people, they might in the past life have been used to finding happiness inside. So for these people, they will like to meditate more than to watch television. So this is your past action.
So this one relates to these questions that are all things predestined, which means some people come here, some people go to other teachers, some can ordain for life, some just temporary. So how much is predestined and how much is our efforts in this life?
Your personality, your habits are predestined. See, if you're right-handed, that's because you used to use your right hand all the time, so you become right-handed. If you like green color, that's because in your past life you used to like green color. So these are predestined. What you like and what you hate, they are predestined. But you can change them. If you find that liking green color is harmful to you, then you can force yourself to stop liking the green color. See? So if you like to watch TV, and if you find that it's bad for you, you can force yourself to stop. If you find that meditating is good for you, then you can force yourself to meditate and change your personality, change your inclination, change your habit. See? So you can change, but right now all your habits that you have right now has been predestined from previous life and previous days. Maybe in this life you have done something all the time until you become used to it, so you keep doing it. See? But if you want to change, you can change. But you have to know that doing something like this is not good for you, then you will force yourself to change. But if you think doing something like this that you've been doing is good for you, then you won't change. You might have to be forced by circumstances. Like you used to be right-handed, but then you lose your right arm. What do? Then you are forced to use your left arm instead. Then you have to learn how to use your left hand. And eventually you'll become left-handed. Next life you might be able to use both hands, because you used to know how to use your right hand, now you know how to use your left hand. Some people are both hands, they can use both hands.
Should I continue on next week?
Come on, how many more questions?
We have a lot more.
Okay, then, okay.
More questions.
All right, then next time then. But next time I don't know if there will be you have to ask him when he comes, so you can use you can just use the recording, it's up to you. He's the man who brings the
live session.
Yeah, the live session.
Okay,
All right, okay. ว่าไงช่วยเอาวางไว้ทางนั้นเลยนะแล้วถ้าต้องการหนังสือซีดีก็เชิญหยิบเอาเลยพอแล้วมั้งคุณตามีอะไรอีกไหม
ไม่มี
นะ
พอแล้วนะครับอาจารย์
ก็ลองเสียงได้พอสมควรแล้ว
ผ่านแล้วครับ